Hey, this is Bruce, and welcome to another episode of the IT Shop. Now, I did not get to make an episode last week, and I truly apologize for that. And I'm making a little bit earlier this week on Thursday because of other commitments for Friday. So there you have it. So the purpose of these videos is to kind of share with you my journey of going from just a software reseller consultant to becoming a IT security firm, everything that entails, and the challenges that I face, and maybe you can get some ideas out of this, and I can share some things with you. And one thing that's really, really important is in the very beginning I decided that we were going to use virtual employees. And I should say I use subcontractors, right? And it's a little bit different when you're working with these folks and then having them in your office and supervising them. But for the most part, it works out really, really well. But what's really important is great remote support software for these folks. And, you know, I've looked at various remote support software. LogMeIn is one I've looked at. I've looked at Join.me. I've looked at a whole bunch of different tools, and I keep going back to TeamViewer, which is just really the best, I think, that's out there. In fact, you can get it for personal use absolutely free. And if you haven't done so, I recommend that you get it and you try it. But when you use it in a professional environment, it's really, really expensive. But you make money with it, right? You got to invest money in your tools. You got to spend money to make money. So the very cheapest is a one-man band, a solopreneur, would get off with a professional version or business version of TeamViewer is like $750, and then you're going to have an annual upgrade every year. You can just count on that. And the way the licensing works, that gives you one license for one workstation and do one session at a time. And then the price goes on up to over $3,000 or more. But then that gets you unlimited workstations and 3 concurrent sessions or more. And I mean, we obviously aren't anywhere near that requirement, but it's certainly there. But the beauty of TeamViewer is once it's installed, you can just do unintended remotes, reboots, all that. It is truly an IT pro's professional level remote support software. And it can track time, and it can do all this wonderful stuff. You can also do presentations and meetings with it. And so getting that into the hands, clients into the hands of your subcontractors, that can be a bit tricky, but you can control the licensing of it, and you can take licenses away and reassign them, etc. But TeamViewer is already making me money. We are currently on a project for a large company that has 2 fax servers. I know what you're going to say, fax servers are dead, Bruce. Nobody uses fax anymore. No, large financial institution. This one has well over 100 fax lines in 2 data centers, and we're consolidating them and doing redundancy on it. And we're using a subcontractor with TeamViewer in order to make that happen. So we've been involved in that project, and we used it for some training, etc. And it just works brilliantly. And the only other thing that I really want to talk about that's going on this week is project management. That's another thing I never really, because I too am learning some stuff on my own. So this is a new area for the business, but managing the scope of a project, in other words, defining the job to be done is one thing, but then tracking your vendors and your subcontractors and applying what they did to the job, doing job costing and that kind of thing. That's a little new for me, but I'm getting the hang of it. And but I need some good project management software. And I'm going to be trying Zoho's project management, particularly because I use their CRM tool. And so I should be able to associate the projects with the client in the CRM. And then all that, there's a linker between that and QuickBooks. So yeah, I think we can make that work. So joy, joy, joy. But at least I haven't had to hit the old aspirin too much this week. But being virtual has got some real advantages. I just love the fact that we have all this technology that can allow us to get jobs and do work without having to actually go into the field. Now, to be clear, we're not trying to be all things to all people. We're not in managing networks and servers. That's not what we do here. Rather, we provide a service to one of my vendors and to our clients and to other people that use network security software. Things like penetration testing, vulnerability scanning, remediation, event log management, web monitoring and filtering. These are kind of tools that we work with, and we're trying to stay in that network security space. And there's a select set of tools that we work with, but we'll be adding some more down the road. And we're doing a lot now. We're getting a lot of requests to work with SQL databases, well, the Microsoft SQL Server databases. So all very, very interesting. All very interesting in growing and building our little IT shop. So I've just made this video to share it with you, and we'll catch up with you again next week. I always enjoy your comments down below, and if anything you want to discuss, just let me know. I'll talk to you later.